famous, they act like they made us, you know I'm icy in Vegas, this for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, when it's not savers.
Clear skies, but pretty chilly. That's the situation in Green Bay, Coach. Actually had a dusting of an autumn snow last night, but that's gone, and we are set for football at Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
At the 45-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
319. Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the order.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. The shotgun snap for Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Carolina passing game definitely in sync. They've got another first down.
Set. 180. 56. Hey, come on now.
Newton on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a run with McCaffrey. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's coming, double up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check three. Go to 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 18. Complete to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7.
Mason Crosby set to
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Watch the boot.
From the 29, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Right there. 18. We don't want this. 54.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamon Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
McCaffrey on the counter. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a give, right side. Grant. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Grant. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Pass. Get him.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. It's caught outright by Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Rodgers now to throw again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Gerald McCoy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 56.
On 1st down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton forced out to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to feel they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To throw is Newton. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Newton. Open man has got one. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Carolina.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Tank.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 37.
They will run with Grant. He finds an opening past the 40. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Packers. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. A win, if they can get it, would be their 1st on the year. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Panther 1st down.
Mike's 56. I'm coming. I'm coming.
To the air again, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it to the right side, and he's got more complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it to Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay,